I am so tired of hearing, I guess, AI. We have to talk about it. I know it's important, but like, can we please stop just like, oh, you're using AI? AI this, AI that. Let's just control how much we say it in this episode, please.
I mean, I'll do my best. I do have some titles, some options for this episode.
I like the one we went with, but what are the others?
AI and content marketing, sponsored by Hype, EM, trademark. And then
Overhyped.
my favorite one, I think, is your content, but make it artificial. But I guess what we're going with is because the world needs another AI episode.
Because it really does. Oh man, if I hadn't read all these before, I'd be laughing so much more.
AI, really? Take one.
But basically the reason why we chose to talk about AI today is because we have to talk about it. And we are very excited about the things that AI can help us do. We are. But I feel like there's two camps of people who are like, you kind of just get sorted in when it comes to this topic. You're either a skeptic or you are overhyped and you just need to calm down a little bit. What camp are you in?
Calm down. If I lean in anywhere on the spectrum, I'm excited about it.
I think you're overhyped.
Yeah, but I guess our team will they're laughing right now because of the meetings that we've had.
I can tell you how many times Paul has told me, look at what this is doing. Look at what it's doing. And I'm just like watching it like, yeah, but you're about to have to do something for it now. Like you're going to have to click. You're going to have to do.
I don't know. It's been pretty great lately. But
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, regardless of which camp you find yourself in, if you think AI is just, it's not as good as it sounds, or if you're like, oh, this is gonna change everything, we have a place for you. You're gonna get something from our conversation today. Let's talk about what makes AI actually useful and what's just noise. But before we get to that, let's get to the big conversation. You probably get asked that. I get to ask this like at least once a week, okay? So, is AI going to replace you? How do you feel about AI taking your job?
Yeah, we do get a lot of that. I don't foresee in the immediate future AI taking that many creative jobs, if any. It's
already taken some.
It's taking.
I mean,
it's.
I have lost clients before because they've decided to use AI. I don't know how well they're able to do what I did for them, but.
Sure.
It's happening.
There's disruption, I think is the best way to say it.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah,
yes.
they're shifting. Your job's going to look different.
Yeah.
But in our fields, and in a few things in particular, there's a lot of like micro uses that it's incredibly good at right now.
Okay.
And it's getting better and better. There's a few unique cases. We do a lot of event coverage. And it's hard to imagine, I'm sure we'll get there as a society one day.
Sure.
But it's hard to imagine in the near future, people being happy with an AI rendition of what they just experienced in real life. Mm-hmm. Real still matters. Authentic still matters. But AI is incredibly useful in our field and we use it frequently.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how is it disrupting and changing the creative industry? And I feel like whatever we talk about is going to be dated in like a month.
Oh, probably by the time we edit this and
Right. But for the sake of not just saying we use AI, let's talk about what we're actually doing with it.
Yeah. So,
or like how it's actually changing how the creative industry works right now.
I think it's most obvious use case that we've seen is it's just making everyone move a little faster.
Okay.
You can
I agree.
Ideate.
Yes.
Come up with ideas faster.
Yeah. No, ideate. Yeah.
Yeah. You can organize faster.
Yeah.
You can sort through some clutter and fluff faster. I know that's certainly how we found it the most useful.
Yeah.
And it can help you communicate.
Yeah.
It can't replace anything, any of those all by itself just yet, but I'm sure it will at some point. In the here and now, that's what I've noticed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and I need a picture of something, I need an image of something, I can go get pretty close to it right now with a prompt.
And it's a great thing to include in a brief too if you need to get it to someone who can actually put some art to it, like who can actually apply design and edit it to make it look closer to like what it needs to be.
Sure.
Just a good like a communication piece.
Yeah.
Good for ideation, good for communication. I've noticed it's just kind of shifted the way that I think about projects. It's kind of taken me out of the details a little bit more. Like I'm still in the details, but it helps me think of the bigger picture more often.
For sure.
And I feel like that's where I need to be. I think as a society and as consumers, because I mean, we talk about the way that creative agency is changing because of AI. It's changing because it's of the way it's changing. It's changing the creative industry because of how it's changing how we consume media.
It is. People expect it to just kind of fall in their lap more and more so. And that's just what the future is going to be. They're going to be less willing to look or work for most things if it's that instant.
Right.
Which has to change the way you approach business for sure.
People have said this many, many times, but it's true. Like it's changing our brains.
Mm-hmm.
We're not using creative muscles the way we used to. But I feel like it's at the same time, it's forging different ones. Or maybe just strengthening others that we don't get to use as much. Because like with our team, we talk about AI all the time.
We do.
And our team, like it's almost, if not daily, a weekly conversation about what tools we're using, how we're implementing them, what it's taking off our plates, and like it's not replacing anybody's job. I think it's changing our roles a little bit.
On our team, it's not replacing anyone's job. It's kind of supercharging and enabling our team to do bigger and better and cooler things. We did kind of set the expectation. Like it's expected for everyone on our team to use it, to know it, to get better with it.
Yeah.
Just because it's not going anywhere.
Right.
And because our clients expect us to.
Yeah.
It's not, I think for the longest time, it was kind of a dirty word. Like if you use it, don't admit to it.
There was a lot of skepticism.
Yeah, but it's more like we get briefs submitted that are completely AI.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit like, hey, can we add a little bit of humanity to this? But
just a little bit of describe. Like how can we just make sure we've actually put thought into it.
For sure. And so there's the whole balancing act is going to be what everyone's trying to figure out over the next few years, I think.
Yeah. I do think a lot of businesses were skeptical at first, like seeing creatives apply AI, even just using ChatGPT. It's changing. Like I think people's expectations about AI usage is changing.
It is.
And it's a spectrum too. Just because of how fast things are moving, our expectations are changing of what AI is capable of.
Yes.
And what really is quality, like what's considered quality for AI, because that changes quite a bit.
It does.
So I think there's a lot of misconceptions about AI. And so I just wrote down a list of some of these. AI helped me generate some of them. ChatGPT. So I just want your instant reactions to them. Okay. AI will finally make content creation effortless. No, it doesn't.
No, because there is a day in the future where it's probably.
Yeah.
But right now.
It's super dry stuff. It's great for ideation, but like.
It still needs direction.
Yeah.
If anything, it needs more creative direction. The kind of stuff you have to give a prompt to get a photo, you have to go into, okay, it needs to be a 35 millimeter lens shot on a day at this time of day, light coming from this angle, the background looks like this, it's shot at this aperture. You have to get into all the nitty gritty photography details, and then you have to style the model and go head to toe for what that's doing. Then you have to do, so yes, it's able to do that for you if you give it the right information and the right pose and the right text, and you're entering in 2 or 3 paragraphs of text from scratch to get there.
So it's just turning us all into creative directors.
Essentially, but it's the tool that on a typical photo shoot, you're telling your photographer, hey, we need a picture like this. And the photographer is decoding, okay, I'm gonna go get this lens. I'm gonna use this camera. I'm gonna shoot it at this angle. We're gonna set the lighting this way. Your stylist is going through, like, thinking through makeup, thinking through this.
Yeah.
Casting director is finding the right model, the right person to work with, to bring the product to life, or product, whatever it is, the time of photo shoot. It's assisting with all those things, but it's also expecting you to take on the role of all those people to get the quality image. Otherwise, you're just kind of shooting in the dark, and like anybody can pick up a camera and one of 10,000 photos is going to be, I'm going to print that. That looks great.
Yeah.
But a talented photographer is going to be like 1 out of every 10, 1 out of every 5. And so same idea. 1 out of every prompt, 1 out of every 10,000 prompts is going to be great, or you get really good at it. You get really good at the creative direction. And if you're that good at creative direction, you either have the time or the skill set, or you're working with the creatives already. So
define
kudos.
Effortless.
Yeah.
No one will notice it's AI.
I mean,
on
a broad societal scale, I think we found that to be a little bit true.
Yeah.
Being fooled by fake news and whatnot.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But if you're really looking for it and pixel peeping, it's going to be pretty obvious. But when you grow up with the technology, it's easier to ID a few things and like understand a few things. And so I'm sure our kids are going to be able to spot this stuff better than we are.
Ethical use of AI is a whole other topic.
Yes.
I don't need a content team anymore.
I think it kind of comes down to what we just talked about. It's like you need essentially as big of a team as you already had. If it was just you doing all those things and taking all the pictures, then you can probably get by a little faster with AI.
I mean, so we have people that come to us saying, hey, I have these ideas for emails and blog posts that have been generated by AI. I still need you to apply the human touch to it, like humanize it some more.
I think what it's really good at is noticing the trends and patterns because it's a machine.
Sure.
So if it's looking at big enough data and we use it like that, we'll pump in data and analytics.
Yes.
Like we use that frequently, and it looks at it and it learns and it spots the trends, and that helps us hone in.
Use it for analytics.
And then we're able to like look at the human element of that and say, oh, this is why this was hooky. Like this is why, probably shouldn't say hooky. This is why it was, this is the hook that worked. This is the technique they did. This is what captured attention, but we used AI to filter through thousands of videos first to get to that information that we can now analyze with experience and human eyes to get to the next level.
That's a good one. That is definitely one of my favorite ways to use AI.
It is.
Sure. AI will make me more creative.
It amplifies. It kind of supercharges. If you're a really creative person, I think it gives you the juice to see those ideas come to life. If you're making lame stuff, you're either going to make lamer or more, or just more of your lame stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to amplify what you're doing already.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. And AI is the strategy. I mean, AI is a tool. You use it. You don't just use AI to say you're using AI. I mean, we want our team to be using AI, but not for the sake of using it. No. It's for the sake of making your life easier, doing your job better.
Yeah.
It's a tool.
Hey, quick favor while you're listening. If you're enjoying the show, hit that follow button so you never miss an episode. And if you even get one nugget of value today, share it with a friend or leave us a quick review. Thanks for being here. Now back to the show.
So what actually excites you about the future of this? I feel like, we're right in front of a virtual production wall.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of AI applications that we can use for it.
We use it a lot with the wall, and it's a really cool effect. Yeah. It's the opportunity in general. We were talking about this at lunch, funny enough, with the team here. It lowers the bar for entry. Yeah. And that's been happening in a lot of areas.
Pros and cons.
It is.
Yeah.
Like in the 70s, 80s, into the 90s, and before that, like you had to know the right people. If you're a musician, you had to be really lucky or really good or just really know the right people to get your stuff out in the world, to get it recorded, stuff like that. Then people were able to start recording their own music on a computer in their bedroom. And that gave a lot of really talented people that would have never had a chance to shine. Like they could get their stuff out in the world. But it also just made it that much noisier because it lowered the bar for entry. And so that's what we're going to keep seeing is, and I'm not excited about, is that it's just everything's going to be noisier. It's going to require that much more effort, that much more intention, that much more consistency, that much more quality to stand out from the noise.
I do think, and we've noticed this, like it does make things more cost effective. It
Yes.
does make content creation more cost effective.
It does.
I mean, we're about to do a shoot soon where we're going to essentially shoot in 4 different locations in one spot.
With the virtual production wall and the way we're able to use AI to create a new world in a few minutes is pretty incredible.
Yeah. And that's just going to get better and better.
Yeah. So we're not hauling a crew and equipment and securing permits and
Right.
everything for a dozen locations in our city, assuming it's all in the same city and it all
Right.
works. We can shoot whatever we want, whenever we want,
Mm-hmm.
in a sound controlled, air conditioned room and leave the equipment up and lock it and come back the next day and keep going.
And that's just one example. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many ways.
Yeah.
I think I'm most excited about when people ask me, do you think it's going to replace you and has it replaced you? I'm excited about the skill shift because I have a background in copywriting. I don't miss it because I have shifted the way that I work because of AI. And I mean, it doesn't do all my writing for me. In fact, I think I've started to write more because of AI. Like I'm a better writer than you, but it has trained me to use different muscles, and the creative muscles that I used to use, I don't use them as much.
You also have more time to write because
Yes.
you're not having to filter through a few hundred emails a day. You get AI does your filter for you and you get to see
Exactly.
the top 30. Oh, I need to respond to these. And it's not half your day. It's,
Yeah.
30
But
minutes.
I feel like even for our team and for teams in general, I feel like I think I'm just an optimist. I feel like it'll help people give the best that they have.
Sure.
And help people be better at being the people part of their job.
Again, I think it amplifies. If
Yeah.
you, and we put a lot of effort into this, if you have good people around you, it amplifies the good and what they
Sure.
can do and their skill set and their creativity. If you have people that are a headache, I'm sure it's going to amplify that headache.
Well, takeaways from this, we couldn't not talk about AI because it's important and it's here and it's changing the way that we work and the way that we create. It's a tool.
Yeah.
We use it to work better and to make work easier.
To save our clients money.
Yeah, to save our clients money.
Yeah.
And it's not going away.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's priority. We need to learn it. We use it. And it's kind of built into our culture here at Griffith Media.
If anything, it's stretched the innovation part of it because it moves so fast. We have to dedicate a little bit of time each week to stay up to date
Yeah.
and read the news and try the new tools. And a lot of them are flops,
Mhm.
but you try, you learn, and the next week you try the new tool, and the next week you try the next new tool.
And that takes so much. That takes a skill set in itself because you have to be so resilient and you have to be willing and like dedicate time to learn all the time. And I think that's a good skill to have,
Yeah,
but it's not one that everyone wants to have. So there's your competitive edge for you.
that's the new muscle you're flexing.
There you go. Yeah.
That's replacing.
Maybe you figured out which camp we're probably in. We're very excited about using these tools. But I would challenge you as a business owner, if it's something that you've been skeptical about, think about how it could really help your team do their job better and make better work. If it's something that you are very, very excited about and you're wondering how your team could use it more, I would challenge you to think about the end goal. What do you want to use it for? It's a tool. How is it going to maybe cut costs, but how is it also going to help you make a better product? But if you have thoughts about this concept, or maybe you have questions or something that you've been thinking about in regards to AI and the creative industry, we'd love to hear from you. If this episode resonated with you, subscribe, leave a review. If you know somebody who would enjoy this kind of content, they enjoy talking about AI and the ways that the creative industry is changing, share this episode with them, share the podcast. That helps us get the word out. It keeps this podcast going because we know that you're interested, and will just help us serve more businesses in the creative industry and in other industries as well. Thanks so much for listening to the Known For podcast. We'll see you next time.
Known For is a Griffith Media podcast recorded on the volume wall at Big Screen Studios in Dallas, Texas. This episode was produced by the Griffith Media team. Find out more about our agency, how we can help your business grow through marketing, video, and design at www.griffith.media. Or find out more about the studio at bigscreentx.com.